What if I told you that skipping one fancy coffee a day could put you on the path to $6,000 a month in passive income? No lottery tickets, no crypto moonshots, just a $49 a week investment and a smart strategy that actually works. Sounds wild, right? Stick with me. In this video, we're breaking down how to invest when you don't have piles of cash lying around. You'll see how everyday investors quietly use ETF investing, specifically dividend ETFs, to turn small, boring contributions into high monthly income. We're talking about real numbers and a strategy so simple that you will wonder why no one is talking about it. I'll show you and Bobby how dividend investing, paired with DRIP, that's Dividend Reinvestment Plan, can snowball a modest $49 per week into a portfolio worth over $500,000 and yielding more than $6,000 every single month. This is a long-term investment strategy, done the smart way, not the flashy way. Everything in life needs a plan, and ETF investing is no different. Our goal is simple: retire without retiring our income. The challenge? We have only $49 per week to work with. That's where DRIP, Dividend ETF Selection, and Disciplined ETFs investing come in. No stress, no guesswork, just a proven path from small weekly investments to big monthly paychecks. So, grab your $49, sit back, and let's turn "I can't afford to invest" into "why didn't I start sooner?" Welcome to Investments Mindset, where wealth builders come to get inspired. Before we continue, please note that we are not financial advisors. The content on this channel is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended to provide investment advice or recommendations regarding specific securities or investments. Always conduct your own research or consult a qualified financial professional before making any investment decision. Every investment involves risk. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the Dividend Reinvestment Plan, commonly called DRIP. It is one of the simplest wealth-building tools available, yet most people overlook it. Instead of taking your dividends and spending them, DRIP automatically puts them back to work for you. Think of it like a grocery store rewards card. Every time you shop, you earn points. You don't cash them out for a few dollars. You let them pile up until they start paying for entire trips. DRIP works the same way. Your dividends don't leave your investment. They quietly buy you more ownership. Here's an everyday example. Let's say you own shares of a dividend ETF priced at $25 per share, and you own 80 shares. That ETF pays a $0.75 per share dividend annually. That's $60 in dividends. Instead of taking that $60 and treating yourself to dinner, DRIP automatically uses it to buy more shares, about 2 extra shares, without you lifting a finger. Now you own 82 shares. The next year, those extra shares also pay dividends. Instead of earning $60, you earn a little more. Those dividends buy even more shares. Then, those shares begin paying dividends as well. It's a quiet loop that feeds itself. This is where compounding kicks in. Each cycle increases your investment size, and each increase boosts the next dividend payment. Over time, your growth accelerates, not because you're adding more money, but because your money is working harder for you. DRIP also uses dollar cost averaging automatically. Sometimes, your dividends buy shares when prices are high. Other times, they buy more shares when prices are low. You don't need to time the market does the work for you. That's the power of DRIP. Small dividends turn into more shares. More shares create bigger dividends. And over time, that simple reinvestment habit can transform a modest investment into a reliable income machine. With DRIP, you're not guessing, predicting, or panicking when the market sneezes. You're buying shares automatically in both good times and bad. When prices are high, your dividends buy fewer shares. When prices drop, those same dividends scoop up more shares on sale. Over time, your cost per share naturally levels out, reducing risk and emotional decision-making. This is exactly what Warren Buffett means when he says, "The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient." DRIP rewards patience. It turns market volatility from something to fear into something to quietly benefit from. DRIP also removes one of the biggest enemies of long-term investing, which is human behavior. Because with DRIP, there is no second guessing. Once it's set up, the system runs in the background while you live your life. Buffett famously said, Do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. DRIP enforces that principle automatically. Your dividends get reinvested before temptation ever has a chance. Another overlooked benefit is momentum. Each reinvested dividend slightly increases your share count, which in turn increases the next dividend, which buys even more shares. Buffett describes this best. My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest. DRIP is compound interest in motion. But here's where most investors stop and where the smart ones level up. DRIP becomes truly powerful when paired with consistent contributions. Instead of relying only on dividends, you add fresh capital on a schedule. Weekly, monthly, automatically. No thinking required. Stick with me, because shortly I am going to show you and Bobby how upgrading your DRIP this way can transform a small, realistic weekly investment into a portfolio worth over $500,000, generating more than $6,000 per month in dividend income. No hype, no shortcuts. Just a simple strategy backed by time, discipline, and the same principles Warren Buffett has relied on for decades. Before we continue, if you find value in this video, even just a little, please subscribe and hit the like button to help us continue to provide more insightful and educational videos. Your support is highly appreciated. Thank you. Now, here's where strategy really matters. DRIP works best when paired with the right types of investments, not random picks, not hype stocks, but ETFs that are based on businesses designed to pay consistently and grow over time. That's why I focus on 4 core categories: rock-solid stable dividend ETFs, reliable aristocrats ETFs, high-yield dividend ETFs, and growth-oriented dividend ETFs. Each group plays a role. Some provide stability, some deliver income, and others fuel long-term growth. When combined with weekly contributions and DRIP, they create a powerful system that compounds year after year. Now, let's break down why these types of dividend investments matter so much. When building a DRIP portfolio, think of it like constructing a house. You don't start with fancy decor, you start with a strong foundation. That's where broad, stable dividend ETFs come in. These are well-established funds, made up of companies with durable business models, recognizable brands, and a long history of paying dividends. They may not be flashy, but they're dependable, providing the stability your portfolio needs when markets get shaky. ETFs like the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, ticker symbol SCHD, the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, ticker symbol VIG, and the ProShares S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrats ETF, ticker symbol NOBL, form this foundation. They generate steady cash, reinvest dividends, and have a resilient base for long-term growth. Next, you reinforce that foundation with Dividend Aristocrat ETFs. These funds hold companies that have raised dividends every year for decades. That's not luck, that's disciplined, reliable growth. Aristocrat ETFs prove that consistent income can survive recessions, booms, and market volatility without breaking stride. Funds like the SPDR S&P Dividend ETF, ticker symbol SDY, and the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, ticker symbol VIG, bring reliability and confidence to any DRIP strategy, ensuring that your reinvested dividends grow steadily over time. Then come high-yield dividend ETFs, which act like the income engines of your portfolio. These ETFs focus on companies that pay larger than average dividends, helping your DRIP purchase more shares faster. They can accelerate compounding, especially in the early years. While yields may fluctuate more than the stable ETFs, they add significant cash flow when used wisely. Examples include the Global X Super Dividend ETF, ticker symbol SDIV, the Invesco KBW Premium Yield Equity REIT ETF, ticker symbol KBWY, and the Global X NASDAQ 100 Covered Call ETF, ticker symbol QYLD. Finally, you add growth-oriented dividend ETFs, the engines of future expansion. These funds may start with smaller yields, but they focus on companies with strong earnings growth, which increases dividends over time. They give you the best of both worlds, rising income and share price growth. Over the decades, these ETFs quietly become dividend powerhouses. Examples include the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF, ticker symbol JEPI, the iShares Emerging Markets Dividend ETF, ticker symbol DVYE, and SCHD Growth Tilt ETFs. When you combine all four categories, stability, consistency, income, and growth, you create a balanced drip strategy that doesn't rely on luck or market timing. It relies on quality ETFs, consistent reinvestment, and the magic of time. That's how small weekly contributions can evolve into a powerful income-producing portfolio, capable of generating tens of thousands in dividends per year, while your portfolio steadily grows into the hundreds of thousands. Now, as the saying goes, numbers don't lie. Let's demonstrate how Bobby's $49 per week can yield a portfolio valued at over $500,000, generating more than $6,000 in monthly dividend income. To achieve this, we'll be using the future value of a growing annuity formula. This is the best formula commonly used to calculate the total value of a series of regular contributions that increase by a fixed percentage each year and earn a steady rate of return. In simple terms, it answers the question, if I invest a certain amount each period and increase it by a fixed rate each year, how much will I have at the end after compounding? FV represents the future value of the annuity. P is the first period contribution. R is the rate of return. G is the growth rate of contributions. And N is the number of periods. For Bobby, P is his initial annual contribution of $2,548 from $49 per week. G is the 3% annual increase in contributions. R is the 9 to 10% annual return from his ETFs with DRIP reinvested, and N is the 10, 20, and 30-year time period. By plugging these numbers into the formula, we can calculate the total portfolio value at the end of 30 years. Essentially, the formula combines the power of compounding returns with the gradual increase in contributions, showing how even small weekly investments can grow into a substantial portfolio over time. Based on this formula and Bobby's investment journey, which started with a $49 weekly contribution and plans to increase his contributions by 3% each year. After 10 years, his weekly contribution would increase to $65.90, totaling $3,426 annually. By year 20, his weekly contribution will increase to $88.60, totaling $4,607 annually. And at the 30-year mark, his weekly contribution will reach $119 for an annual total of $6,188. During this time, Bobby will invest in a diversified blend of high-yield ETFs, including SDIV, the Global X Super Dividend ETF with approximately 10% yield, KBWY, the Invesco KBW Premium Yield Equity REIT ETF with around 9.5% yield, JEPI, the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF with 7.8% yield, DVYE, the iShares Emerging Markets Dividend ETF with 9% yield, and QYLD, the Global X Nasdaq 100 Covered Call ETF with 12% yield. All dividends are reinvested through DRIP, and the portfolio grows at an annualized rate of approximately 9% over the accumulation period. With this approach, after 10 years, Bobby's portfolio is projected to be around $53,000. After 20 years, the portfolio will grow to approximately $190,000. And by the end of 30 years, the portfolio would have grown to $864,000. This results in annual dividend income of $72,000, equivalent to $6,000 per month, meeting his minimum income goal. By blending these 5 ETFs, Bobby benefits from income diversification across multiple sectors, geographic regions, and investment strategies. SDIV and DVYE provide global dividend exposure. KBWY generates income from U.S. real estate. JEPI adds option premium income from large-cap U.S. equities, and QYLD delivers high yield from NASDAQ covered calls. This diversification reduces the risk of relying on a single stock or sector, stabilizes income even if one ETF underperforms, and ensures that Bobby's high-income portfolio remains resilient and sustainable over the long term. The truth is, you don't need millions to start building real wealth. With just $49 a week, smart high-yield ETFs, and drip reinvestment, you can grow a portfolio worth over $720,000 and earn $6,000 per month in dividends. Start now, stay consistent, and let time turn small steps into financial freedom that works for you. If you're serious about building real wealth, then consider this channel your financial gym. Every video is a workout for your portfolio, your mindset, and your money skills. If today's video helped you level up your financial education, even just a little, please smash that like button and subscribe so we can continue to grow and build wealth the smart way. Please note that we are not financial advisors. The content on this channel is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended to provide investment advice or recommendations regarding specific securities or investments. Always conduct your own research or consult a qualified financial professional before making any investment decision. Every investment involves risk. Click on the next video on your screen. Thank you, my friend.